What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel, Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Copper, and I'm here for the boxing news. And today, we had a fight for undisputed at 135 pounds between Devin Haney and Vasiliy Lomachenko. Now, I didn't get to watch this fight live. I was at work. And like most fellas, you have a group chat with, some of your cousins, friends, and partners. And in the group chat, my cousin said Lomachenko got robbed. So I called my partner and say, what happened? He said, I didn't get to watch it. I just watched the highlights. And you can't judge a fight off highlights. He said it looked like it was a close fight, but he really didn't watch the full fight. So he couldn't give me his honest opinion. So I got home. I put on the fight. In my mind, I'm thinking, Lomachenko must have did something that he'd never do, which is start fast and start early. We know against Teofimo Lopez, basically the same thing happened that happened in this fight. He started extremely slow, and then he came on late. Now, the definition of robbery is different across the board from people. Some people say a robbery is a close fight. If your favorite fighter loses a close fight, that's a robbery. That's not me. I'm not a fanboy, and I'm not fanboying out for nobody. I like Shakur Stevenson. I like Tank Davis. I like Devin Haney. I think they're all great young fighters. I enjoy watching all of them fight. But I've started to notice when a person tends to be a fanboy of one man or another, they start saying unrealistic shit and start having unrealistic expectations of another fighter. Every fighter fights close fights. Every great fighter has fights that some people thought that they might have lost. Even the greatest, to me, of all time, Floyd Mayweather, there were fights that people thought was close and thought he lost. I'm going to give one example is Maidana. But back to this fight. I sit down and watch this fight. And Lomachenko lost the first round. He lost the second round. He lost the third round. He lost the fourth round. He won the fifth round. Now, he won the fifth round, lost the sixth round, won the seventh round. He lost the eighth. He lost the ninth. He won the 10th and the 11th, and he lost the 12th. It was 8 rounds to 4, literally. I could not believe that people were saying Lomachenko got robbed. Lomachenko is 17-3 for a reason. Because he starts extremely slow. And in my preview video that I did on this, I said Lomachenko come on late. And he does. And people were acting like because he had 2 good rounds, like those rounds count for 10-8. I'm like, just because you had 2 good rounds, it's a 10-9 round. You don't get credit. Now, if he knocked Devin Haney down in both those rounds, okay, that changes the whole balance. But that's not how boxing works. It's a round by round. You base it on a round by round decision. That's how they come up to the decision of who won the fight, going round by round. Lomachenko got the shit beat out of his body. His body got banged around all night long. And I went to the CompuBox numbers. I said, well, let me look at the Compu. Before I get on here and make this video, let me go to the CompuBox numbers and let me look and see. Devin Haney out. He hit him with 49 power body shots. You know how many Lomachenko had? 9. He had 9 power body shots all night long. He was beaten to the body in every statistical category. Jabs to the body. And all of the headshots were either Haney was winning by 1 or 2, or they were basically equal. And when you go to the percentages, because I went to the CompuBox, Devin Haney was by far the superior, more accurate fighter. His highest percentage of landing was in the 11th, and it was like 44%. But all of the rest of the rounds was in the low 30s and 20s. Devin Haney, all of his rounds was in like the high 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. His percentages was through the roof. He outlanded him to the body. He outlanded him in every punch category. The shit is, I'm beginning to think that this fanboy shit is going to people's head. Now, I expect Shakur Stevenson to say he lost. I expect Tank Davis to say he lost. But if you're a fan of boxing, and then you get into, well, he can't beat him. I know he can win. I guarantee you he can whoop his ass. You don't know. I don't do that no more. I don't care if you say Crawford can beat Spence. Who gives a fuck? Until they get in the ring. I don't care about what people say, who can do what. I don't care if people say, oh, Shakur Stevenson beats him easy. Let's let him get in the ring. Because this fight was 8 rounds to 4. No matter even the judges' scorecards, the CompuBox numbers, no matter how you slice it, this fight was basically he won going away. Because he had 2 good rounds and he won round 5. No, he won round 5 and 7. He lost 6 and he won round 10 and 11. That's a victory to some people. Oh man, motherfuckers gotta stop. This is ridiculous and this was a shame. Devin Haney deserved this to get all 4 of his belts back. And let me say this. If you say the fight was close and it was 50-50 in your mind, the fight still goes to the champion. You don't get all 4 belts for fighting damn near even. But like I said, when I went to the CompuBox numbers and watching the fight live, he was beating his belly up all night long. And the shots to the head basically came out equal. Devin Haney was a little bit ahead, but pretty much equal. But when you add the body shots, he won this fight going away. Now, I'm not saying it was an easy fight for him, because it wasn't. But in my prediction video, I said it'd probably be 8 rounds to 4. I figured something like this would happen, but I didn't know the reaction would be this way. That's what caught me off guard. That's why I'm so shocked. The reaction, like Devin Haney just robbed him, like he just went in there and just beat the dog shit out of Devin Haney. He had a few good rounds. It's a 12-round fight. This shit was absurd. But shout out to Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis. I would love to see eventually those guys get in the ring, but it looked like Devin Haney is killing himself to make 135. If he decides to say, that's on him. But I would assume he's probably going to move up to 140. And then those guys are going to have to catch him at 140. And people can't say, well, he's running from Tank Davis because Tank Davis fought Mario Barrios at 140. So can't say that. Shakur Stevenson just moved up from 130 to 135, and he's fought 1 fight at 135. So this man has been at this weight his whole career. So hopefully eventually they get it on. Shakur Stevenson has a few fights at 135. He has some fights at 140, and down the line, they'll get it on. No doubt about it. But I just want to go over this, man. This was ridiculous and outrageous. People saying Lomachenko got robbed. Lomachenko is a great fighter, but he's not an all-time great. He's a great fighter, but he's not an all-time great. How many fights can you start in a row where you start out slow, losing the first 4 or 5 rounds? You can't do that and be a great champion. Not an all-time great. But yeah, I just wanted to go over this clip, man. This has been Sports Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel. I'm here for the boxing news. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I just took your ass why it shouldn't be cool to be a fanboy ride. Peace.